Last time on KVTV Under the Sun.
Blue Badger's there, apparently.
I knew it! The Blue Badger was a monster!
No,
Don't sleep at night, Lewis.
that is disturbing. Please don't do that again.
What? Can you pull up the evidence?
What
yes.
looks Blue Badger shaped?
What does look Blue Badger shaped? We certainly can't get dead people to death. Wait.
Wait.
Wait a second.
I just made
Phoenix,
a
that's
face.
a lie and you know it.
Yeah, right?
Man, if only Mayo was here.
Hello, everybody. KVTV Under the Sun. We're back with Rise from the Ashes. We're currently in a recess right now on the last day of the trial, and we're apologizing to Edgeworth.
For what? I don't know.
Badger's here.
No. We've established it was not the Blue Badger that was there that night. Okay?
No, if anything, Edgeworth should apologize to us for the Blue Badger's existence because he employs Gumshoe.
Wow.
That's right.
Okay, but
That's right. What?
Wait,
But-
hold on. I don't think
the Gumshoe didn't make the design.
No, he
The-
didn't. That was the
chief
chief.
of detectives, yeah.
Yeah. Gumshoe did nothing
Gumshoe just
wrong.
made the standee.
Wait, who was the chief of detectives then?
The chief of detectives,
There's
that
a
dude
random-
that's sitting at the computer when we go to see the detective's office, who's like at the very back of the hall.
Yeah.
Oh, then I blame him.
All right,
okay.
Anyway.
Good. Now I know where to direct all of this. All right. Anyway, sorry you had to listen to that, Edgeworth. We were just discussing the Blue Badger. It's don't worry about it.
It's me. I'm the chief of detectives.
Oh shit.
I didn't mean to get you in trouble with the Blue Badger.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
You're always interrupting something.
Oh. Sorry about that. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You got a lot enough, pal. Making a detective run around on duty.
Wait,
What?
Yeah, time for you coming here. I see happy people at funerals.
I see. I take it when you run errands again.
Okay. I
Did you also think that we were like in a time loop for a second?
Yes, I did. So I was like, I've read this dialogue of his before.
It's like,
Are we
no,
on
wait
the
a-
fourth case?
No, wait a second. No, don't do this. Don't tell me we're actually on day 2.
I mean, Phoenix just said Lana asked him to do stuff again. So no.
It's like, oh, thank God. Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
This is not pal.
I had a heart attack there.
What is that book?
It's evidence log. Learn to read. Come on.
But
That
look
is a
at the
cover. That's a
So
cover.
adorable.
It's evidence law for dummies.
Here, she asked me to give to you if there was a break in today's trial.
Evidence law? Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Hello?
It seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
No.
I wonder how big that book is.
4 pages.
2 pages. One for Rule 1, one for Rule 2. Chief Prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message.
Message?
She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book. How was my
Him?
last Sky impression?
I, It was pretty good, yeah. I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Yep, probably only 2 pages.
Kowalski, can you believe this crap? How are we getting just evidence right now on the final day of the trial? Kowalski.
I really did understand, Skipper. I'm ready for all this to be over.
I'm not. Can I read it, Mr. Skipper? No.
I think it's been
Kowalski.
2 months.
Analysis.
As they say, it's been 3 days, but I think it's been 2 months. Anyway, it's a book of evidence law, Skipper, from Miss Sky. It explains the 2 rules of evidence law.
Only 2.
I don't see why that requires a book, but what do I know?
There's that, and
It's a picture
also
book.
it also explains a lot about how the law system is if there's only 2 rules in the evidence law.
There's only 2. Well, no, you got to get the next book of law. So then you got the rules of court law, the rules of evidence law, the
my
rules of
God.
civic law, the rules of murder law, the rules of copyright law, the rules of all these different rules that are in separate books because, yes,
That's how you make money! Capitalism, baby!
Oh my god.
the rule of capitalism law.
Why put it all in one book when you can make people buy 20 books?
Doesn't look like that book did you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, Detective.
Eh?
Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me.
Mr. Edgeworth!
The real trial today hasn't begun yet.
What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all ruined with the forged evidence you're unaware of. I mean, we could have totally got the other guy for the forged evidence and stuff, but apparently that guy's okay to get out scot-free because he's in jail now. But whatever. Ever Scott found out she's a really cause of man's death. And now, you tell me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there.
What?
And we're going to expose him. No matter what it takes.
Yeah, how you plan to do it on that, pal?
This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
Just sit down and you'll see, Gumshoe. It'll be fine.
Alright. I'll do my best, pal.
February 25th, 1252, District Court, courtroom number 9.
This case has also damaged Phoenix's ability to think to himself because everyone keeps invading his brain. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
the Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Oh, so he'll be on the same level as Phoenix then.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Well, yeah, yes, well... Normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But,
Oh, you're right, Judge.
I seem to have caught in whatever that, the mustache man has. You know him with the glasses. He used to have a painting. Anyways, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking, and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for you, it's opposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
That's a lot
Apparently,
That's a lot of power that Edward just threw at Wright. Holy crap.
apparently, we haven't been doing this by the true court system, where both the defense and the prosecution gets to call witnesses. Huh.
Unbelievable.
That's that. Yeah, it is unbelievable.
Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial.
Make good use of this.
Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness...
What is this, last chance number 4, 5? Are we at 6? I don't know.
10. This trial is as good as over. Oh, forgot to check. All right, how many pages is on this thing?
3.
This is the last
my God,
land.
we filled this whole
This is the last true, real, final last chance.
There's only 1 page, even worse.
Oh my God.
What a great book.
No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department, and unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
God, that's
Present
so much.
the book. Is this a book?
The defense calls... The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer.
Oh, well, you conveniently put it for me, game.
Damon Gaunt. The defense calls Damon Gaunt to the stand.
Damon Gaunt? What does he have to do with anything?
That's the defendant's partner 2 years...
Louis, are you okay?
What? No.
You, like, disappeared for a second at the end of that.
After the defendant's partner 2 years...
And then you, like, echoed away, like you just, like, went through a tunnel and just, like, bye!
Right, just, like, slowly slid off to the left of the screen.
Yeah,
Goodbye, everyone. I have faded away. This is what happens when you don't pay rent on time.
Oh, no.
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gaunt has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Ashford is just like, you know what? You're gonna be an ass to me. Let's bring the Chief Justice, who I definitely can't manipulate. He's being so sassy. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gaunt to the stand. Oh, okay.
Gotta get
Hi.
a sip of water for this. All right.
All right, Mr. Orange Suit, have a nice time. Bye.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Your name and occupation.
Is anyone ever actually going to give their name and occupation on the first
No.
go?
My name is KV. My occupation is living.
So, you want to play hardball, eh?
What? Dodgeball? No, we're not going to play that again. Oh, a hardball. That's different. Please, Mr. Gaunt.
PTSD about dodgeball.
Fine. My name is Damon Gaunt. I'm the acting chief of police. Now then, Chief Gaunt. The court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There's still some things unaccounted for. Oh? Like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave, or very foolish. Joke's on you, I'm both! You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal?
That also makes you extra sus because you have all those things.
Like actual weapons?
Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
Ugh.
Oh. What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Even though I probably could have asked him to do it, but whatever.
Of course, such an action carries with it certain risk.
Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you.
Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony that he said he was going to give, but he's going to give anyway.
SL9 incident, let's go.
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
What about the stuff we found in your safe, buddy?
Yeah. Is that when Dark was arrested? You kind of just said him and didn't, actually tell us about who it was.
Well, now we know what to press. Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
I can't see your flashback, but I'm pretty sure that's not Joe Dark.
When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast.
I am confused by I have the right to refuse testimony. Does it anyways.
Can he clarify who him is?
Yeah, let's just get that out of the way.
As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Phoenix, where are you going with this?
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up, too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that.
Was the defendant Lana Skye also present in the room?
I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. Slipped up how?
Yep.
So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's not the Phoenix!
I mean, I'll be fair to him. The last thing we just pressed on was, can you identify who him was? And then Phoenix went was a different tangent, and then it was like, oh, okay. But then Edgeworth asked the question, was Lana there? So it's like, okay, we actually got some useful information out of this. So maybe Phoenix's out of left field questions are gonna help us this time. Maybe.
Not I hope. That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say. He got lucky.
What's this about a power outage?
Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
Sir, that seems kind of rude to be talking. Yeah, that's not funny. It's just like Mr. Wright
not
said.
funny.
Not funny.
No one finds that funny.
Oops, sorry.
When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene.
I want to press the third statement just because it seems weird that it's like, hey, we split up, we couldn't find him. Anyways, I went back to my office.
Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor? Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out.
How do you know that?
It's the flashback. It's the power of the flashback.
You weren't there!
Yes, but we're all seeing the same thing. Don't you understand?
No, we're not.
Next to them were those two poor girls. Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Well,
I guess press.
Yeah, just press this one. We haven't gotten in trouble so far.
How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
How did you know it was moved?
So that means you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor? Yes. Anyway,
Okay.
I feel like we have to present something at this statement just because we do have evidence to prove that
I know,
there was
like,
definitely forgery going on here.
Yeah.
yeah, but like which evidence?
Well, that's the thing. And
This might
I guess
be,
should we?
this I feel might be the case of multiple evidence could work just because we found multiple things inside the safe. We had the cloth
think
and
the
we
only
had the
one that-
jar.
I think the only one that's separate, it was the jar. I think the leather is the only one that's...
No, we can still present this one because it still says right here it's found in Chief Gun's safe. So
Oh, yeah.
What about the evidence list?
it was in Gaunt's desk. That wasn't in the safe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this will work, but I think these two will work.
So the cloth was also in the safe then?
I was
What else
thinking
do
the
we know?
cloth, yeah.
Yeah, what else do we know about the cloth? Evidence or something, but what? There's Emma's...
We can't tie that to the case yet.
We can do
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is case relevant.
Wink. Yeah.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
The blue badger you showed us earlier.
A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier
I guess that would have worked.
was actually found inside your desk.
Oh, okay.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gaunt, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Rubble, 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 rubble.
Hey, God, what's the meaning of this?
Whew.
No, that's Santa. Don't say that again.
Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it then? That you were involved in the forgery? Who, me? Or do you mean you?
Oh no!
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
He's turning it around. Maybe because we can't prove that it came from the safe.
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence.
Yeah, okay, he's turning it back on us.
Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know.
Okay, but that's before Wright's time. Don't worry, Gon. I'm pretty sure he's not forging anything at this moment.
Yeah, but we have witnesses.
Alright, get dragged Gumshoe in.
Yeah. Gumshoe was there. So was Emma.
So I feel in Emma's case, he'll say, "Well, Emma was there, and you're trying to find a way to pin me to this, so that's not gonna." So he'll turn it back around on us. And in Gumshoe's case,
Gumshoe makes more sense.
but in
Gumshoe
Gumshoe's
was
case,
fired.
yeah, in which he'd say, "Oh, Gumshoe's just trying to get back at me because I fired him."
Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
But you already fired him.
You already fired him. You can't threaten him. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
I thought he was fired!
Yeah, what? Yes, well, I mean, in light of the detective's presence. Please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office. And the relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together.
I'll have you know I do not know what 2 and 2 equals, and I am older than you.
Evidence and forgery?
It's 7, Judge. It equals 7.
It does? I thought it equaled fish.
No, 7. It's 7.
Oh
It's
man,
7 fish.
I want fish and chips now.
Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Those last two statements look extra pressable.
Yeah, and I mean, we already know that the evidence lists have to be together, because that's why, otherwise Anna's drawing doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief. Would you mind waiting for that until tomorrow for that? Because we're still kind of in the middle of this trial, and, well, you know, today, well, you know.
Alright, Audrey. In return, though.
I know. That place, right?
Huh? What are these guys, telepathic?
What is today, Judge? What?
We're kind of telepathic, Mr. Wright, but just to let you know, I sneak into his office all the time and steal his candies.
I have several questions. Okay. Can we see the evidence again?
Yeah, sure. 3 pages of it now.
If we check, can we check the evidence list to show the back of it? Oh, okay, there's the back of it. To me, that will be the one we present on this particular statement, because we can then therefore link these two have to go together at the same time. And if this first one we know is from 2 years ago, that second one also has to be 2 years ago. But I'll wait for the council's decision on before making any.
Well, what do you think,
actions.
Louis?
I don't really think there's anything on this that can concretely tell us when this was discovered to an extent. Like,
So I got a yes and a
like
no.
I'm
so-
going by whatever information the evidence itself has, because that's the logic this game operates under.
Until it doesn't.
Okay, well,
It's
I
just
got
like,
a yes
oh, we
and
presented this in this case, so, you know.
Oh.
And it's like, yeah, but like the game will probably forget that conveniently.
So this was like explained a while ago, but like remember when we were pointing out how the colors were different on the back? The black and white, you know, the back panels here? Remember when there was a flashback and you guys were really confused as to why one was darker than the other or something like that in the back? Well, now you know why. One was the pillars are gold and then the rest is white. That's why it looks weird when we saw the flashback.
Okay.
But anyway.
What does this have to do, if anything, we're talking about right now?
Because I just noticed that detail right now because we weren't sure what was going on with it back then. And I was like, "Oh wait, that's why." Anyway, there's a 50/50
Anyway, you know
here.
what? For now, let's press some statements, not this one.
Okay.
If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless.
I don't see anything here.
There's no reason I participate in a forgery.
See, this is where I want this one, and the last,
def-
this one, and the other statement coming up. Those two are really suspicious.
Yeah, let's press those. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent.
I was just closing his eyes when he said that.
Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's death, unfortunate demise, his death, demise, sorry, I'm a bit senile today, was Emma Sky.
How do you see?
Okay, pressing that again. I feel like something needs to be presented there because I don't think we have anything for it yet, but
Really, Chief Gaunt? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all this. Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police.
I didn't think about that.
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Oh, that's a good one. Huh? Do you really think I'm that incompetent? What do you mean? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Okay, but it still sped it up.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
yes, he was going to be made chief anyway.
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I.
Isn't that a movie?
Yes.
Yes. There, it's out in the open now. Udgy, would you mind if I change my testimony a little?
By all means, please do, but also know you're kind of a selfish jerk.
I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
What? Explain Lana! Hold on. Repressing
That's
that.
what we're trying to do! Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl? Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
Yes. And my reasoning for this is...
What's
Okay.
your... Oh, okay.
My reasoning for is he's going to help someone out because it's going to help him.
Blackmail.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True, you might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to betray the chief. As a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
Oh my god.
That's not what I meant.
Judge.
Oh my god.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gaunt may have helped forge evidence?
Well,
I mean,
Bruce
I
Goodman.
think we can all guess. No, it's clearly Bruce Good. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant.
I swear to God, I should have just started the meme where, like, every time they ask who is what, just present Bruce Goodman every time.
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances.
Who built the Blue Badger?
Bruce Goodman. Exactly. Just answer everything with Bruce Goodman.
Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana?
Lemony Snicket. That's who.
And as for Chief Gaunt, he would also have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Okay, I think we can stop here for this video, and we'll figure out the self-profit that Gaunt gets out of, like, helping Lana in the next one. Because, yeah,
Gaunt
we're
likes
late.
capitalism.
What self-profit is Phoenix Wright talking about? Tune in next time to find out.
Thank
Fluffy,
you.
analysis on the mysterious voice.
Thank you, DBC
that
announcer.
That seems to have been the narrator from Dragon Ball Z, Skipper. It was a popular show in the 90s.
Oh.